Hey guys, it's Dan. It's October 21st, 2019, and this is my YouTube channel, Numerical Lion. The Chicago's teacher strike is heading into another week with no end in sight. Here's what at stake. Saw this article today. Um, they're striking for better conditions. And when I picked up the story, it was this. Stretches into its second day. Some 300,000 Chicago's school children are out of class for the second day in a row. Friday, as negotiations continue between the city and thousands of striking educators. A senior city official told CNN on Thursday that the two sides are still pretty far apart and the strike probably will go through the weekend. We understand that's hard for parents. Jesse Sharkey, president of the Chicago Teachers Union, told reporters Friday morning, but it's a short-term disruption for what we hope is a long-term commitment to educational justice in this city. Bargaining team members spent at least 10 hours at the table on Thursday, according to Union Chief of Staff Jennifer Johnson. It was moving, but not nearly enough, she said in a news conference. So the strike started with 27 numerology, 10 plus 17 is 27. And Chicago's teachers strike, when you write it out on this calculator here, go to gematrinator.com, Chicago teachers strike equals 207, kind of like 27. In numerology, you drop the 0. For those that are new to Gematria, there are 4 base ciphers here. This is the English ordinal cipher, where A is 1, B is 2, etc., and you add them up. So you can see Chicago is 3 plus 8 plus 9 plus 3 plus 1 plus 7 plus 15. That's Chicago in English ordinal. Then there's something called reduction, which reduces everything down to a single digit. So instead of Z being the 26, Z is 8, as you can see below. And then there's something called reverse, where it's the alphabetical order reversed. A is 26, Z is 1, and then there's reverse reduction, where it reduces down to a single numeral, where A now is 8 instead of 26. So Chicago's teachers strike 27, 207, or 27 in numerology. You don't count the 0. There's also something called the S exception, where S, the 19th letter of the alphabet, gets reduced twice. So S can be 19, 10, or 1, because 1 plus 0 is 1. So it also happened on a day with 46 numerology. 10 plus 17 plus 19 is 46. And Chicago equals 46. Look at that. And it happened on a day with 46 numerology. What else can we say about this story? So strike in Chicago, good overlap. Look at Chicago, 37. Check out strike. Strike also 37. So it's a good match that there be a strike in Chicago. As you can see, 37 is the number. What else can we say about this? Well, if you write out Chicago teachers, because that's what this is about, Chicago teachers, it equals these numbers, right? Well, strike is 28, Chicago teachers 280, or 28, also 82, the reflection of 28. So it's any wonder that they're striking. So strike also equals 80, right? And Chicago teachers 80. So there's a lot of parallels here between a strike and Chicago teachers. 80 and 80, 28, 28, also 82, the reflection of 28. It's all done by the numbers. All these unions, in fact, union is 28 as well. Write out union. That's what unions do. They strike. Union, 28. Yeah, you know, just like Chicago teachers, just like strike, union. They do all this by the numbers. So teachers strike, if you just look at teachers strike, it equals 80, 91, and 62. Put it in here in the calculator. 80, 91, and 62, right? Just like strike, which makes sense. Just like Chicago teachers strike. And what else can we say about that? Well, this happened in Chicago, Illinois, which equals 82 and 91, like a teacher's strike, like a strike in general. Also 26, or sorry, 260, which is 26, because you drop the 0. And Union equals 26, Chicago, Illinois. Union, 91. Chicago, Illinois, 91. Teacher strike, 91. And so in the article, they talk to this guy. Anyway, you could find the article. Talk to this guy, Willie Cousins. He's also got one of the first teachers that they talked to, Mr. Cousins. And his gematria is interesting. Look at that, 82, just like strike. 80, just like strike. Just like teacher strike. Willie Cousins, 62, just like teacher strike. Also 62, just like union. Chicago, just like Chicago teachers. So Willie Cousins. Also 181, the 42nd prime number. I'm not sure if Willie is black, but the N-word equals 42 as well. And they like to code the N-word into any story that they can. Chicago. So the article appeared on 1018, or in most of the world they say 18/10, or 181, right? And it's a story about Willie Cousins is in the story. And it's a black city, and you got a black mayor. And the black mayor says the ball is very much in their court. Which equals 420. As you can see right here, 420, which is 42, just like the N-word, just like Willie Cousins, linking it to Willie Cousins, and the day of the strike, when in most countries they say 18/10 or 181, since you don't count the 0. So the ball is very much in their court, says the mayor. Her name's Lori Lightfoot, and she said we gave him the best deal. Best deal, 68. Lori Lightfoot, 68. See that? Best deal, 68. Also 148 in Jewish gematria. The N-word equals 148. I'll just show you. In Jewish, there's a lot of ciphers here. Jewish, and I don't use Jewish very often, but it comes in handy every once in a while. So best deal, 148, right? She's black. Negotiations also 68 and 148, just like Lori Lightfoot, just like best deal, just like NIGGER, the N-word, the famous N-word. Look at negotiations, 148 and 68. Just like best deal and Lori Lightfoot. So she's the first black female and first openly gay leader of the city. So it's pretty historic. Her full name, Lori Elaine Lightfoot, equals 103. Show you that. See 103. And 103 happens to be the 27th prime, and we mentioned it was on a day, the strike started on a day with 27 numerology. It's also 13, 1, 0, 3 is 13. And remember, we were talking that it was a teacher strike. 91, the 13th triangular number, means if you count all the numbers from 1 to 13, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus etc., it equals 13. So there's a link there. So it was 74 days from her birthday. She was born on August 4th to the start of the strike, and she was born with 74 numerology. 8 plus 4 plus 62, born in 1962, equals 74. 74, that number, that Gematria number, or Gematria. Gematria 74. All right. Number that they love to code into their stories. It was also 10 weeks and 4 days. Lori Elaine Lightfoot also equals 104. See that? And she's the mayor. Mayor 27. Happened on a day with 27 numerology. Also ritual 27. If you write out mayor, she's the mayor. 27. This is interesting. 561 is the 33rd triangular number. 33, a big number they like to code in their stuff as well. And ritual 27. They call it 27. The ritual number, also 81. Very rare that you get a word that is backwards and forwards the same. So that's all I have about the teacher strike. Here's the link to show you where I got this information from. You can check it out. I'll check it out for you. So their second day, right? Updated at 6:41. What was still pretty far apart, and I don't remember coding that. Let's just look at that. Still pretty far apart. Well, this is the 55th prime here, 257. A god number, a sacrifice number, another sacrifice number. 256 is the square root is 16. 16, a number associated with 33. If you write out 16, it equals 33. 121, square root is 11. So some interesting numbers here. Yeah, so still very far apart. Let's see what's the update here. No, I don't want the news summarized. So they're gonna marathon talks stalled again, they're saying. So they couldn't reach a deal. Third biggest school district in the country. And they keep mentioning the Joyce Kilmer Elementary School. Kind of curious why. It all has to do with the numbers. Yeah, look at this Chicago number. Chicago 143. This is the 16th triangular number. Not sure what 413 is, but so Chicago 143, just like the elementary school. Maybe that's why they're coding it. It's also the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. It's also 127 as well, and 143. So maybe that's what's going on here. Seeing the same reduction. Cipher, it's 127, and the same reverse, it's 143. And 413 is a reshuffling of, 143. Interesting. So yeah, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry always involved the union, government, the police, at their hands in everything. So what are they fighting for? Smaller class sizes, more support staff, higher raises, and more school funding. And they're just saying CPS is not flush with cash. In fact, there's no more money, period. So tragedies waiting to happen. Anytime the news accentuates something, put something in quotes, there's gematria behind it. I mean, we could go on for days with this. But let's check this one out. Tragedies waiting to happen. 130. 266. Not sure what this is referring to. Anyway, it's all by the numbers. Your teachers are beholden to their unions, and the unions follow this code, as does everybody else in the mainstream. This is the code. So thanks very much. Check out my channel called Numerical Lion. Show you that. Oh, goodness. Just type in Numerical Lion, and you can check out my channel and see my videos. And thank you for your support. Please spread this knowledge. Everybody needs to know this.